Before we jump in, I just want to let y'all know this is a super long video. It's the longest video on my channel, so I hope y'all enjoy. I tried to talk about every topic that was asked, so yeah, keep watching. Hey guys, it's Nyla. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a mukbang. Y'all have been requesting one of these for a while, but I'm just really bad at these, so we're going to try to actually make this one good. This is also going to be a girl talk, so I did ask y'all questions on my Instagram, so if you guys aren't following me on my Instagram, y'all should go ahead and do that, as well as my other social media, so y'all can stay tuned and just have updates of what I'm doing outside of YouTube or like upcoming videos and all that stuff. Also, make sure y'all give this video a thumbs up for more videos like this one. And make sure y'all subscribe to my channel for more videos in general. I know I'm gonna get questions, but I shared this from Pretty Little Thing, and I have a whole video about like this wig install and this makeup look. So if y'all are interested in any of the things I just mentioned, I'll have the shirt link down below if it's still in stock, and I'll have both of those videos in the eye if y'all want to check those out. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. Okay, so I have a tray right here in front of me. Y'all can't see it, but I put the food right here so y'all can see the food, because like I know y'all want to see like what I'm eating. Yeah, I have one claw of crab legs, and then I have corn, I have potatoes, sausages, and then I also have shrimp in here. So that's what I'm going to be eating today. I also have some paper towels right here and some water because we need that, and then I have a bag to put like the shrimp shells and the crab leg shells in as well. But before we get into it, I'm gonna take a bite first, because girl, come on, this is good. It's a little cold now though, because I waited, just I had to do my makeup. And yeah, I did my makeup on my live, by the way, because y'all always ask me to go live. I go live on my spam, like my YouTube spam. I'll have it on the screen if y'all want to check that out. It's pretty fun over there. Alright, so toxic friends and friendships. First off, if you see red flags, automatically just get out of the friendship. Okay, like there are certain things I feel like everyone knows, like a friend, like there's certain traits I guess you could say a friend should have. So like if your friend is hating on you, talking about you, putting you down, any of that stuff, like that's not your friend. And like, you know, sometimes people try to make excuses for other people. They're like, oh, maybe she didn't mean it like that. But like if it's continued behavior, like that's just not your friend. It's just trying to have friends that are gonna uplift you, you know, not drag you down. I mean, yeah, I'm not good at explaining stuff. I'm not trying to say. And also another thing is, if you're having issues with your friend, you should just talk to them about it, because like having pride and like, I don't know, waiting for someone else to start the conversation about something that's going wrong just makes the situation worse. Yeah, but I can't understand, like, if it's always a problem, you don't want to be the person who brings up the issue every single time. Like, it should be a mutual thing if y'all are friends. But the situation has to be brought up one day, so might as well bring it up when it's fresh instead of waiting for everything to build up, because that just makes everything worse in the end. So if you're having problems with your friend, you just might as well get it out the way. Now this right here is good. I'm not good at cracking crab legs at all, as y'all can tell, but back to the friendships. Y'all see what I'm saying? Like, this is so hard to talk and eat, but back to what I was saying. Like I said, your friend should not be putting you down. Your friend should not be making you feel badly about yourself, anything like that. You should be able to come to your friend about issues without them, like, without you feeling like they don't care about it, you know? So there's just certain things I feel like all people should know. Like, I feel like it's really self-explanatory to know the difference between a real and fake friend. But you do have those people who are good at pretending that they're your friend, so just make sure you're just like watching out if they're not someone you've known for a long time, just watch out for them. Because like when you're making new friends, you don't really know too much about them in the beginning, so they could be a snake the whole time, but you don't even know. So just make sure you're, you know, being cautious of that. And don't be scared to like confront your friend about something that you don't like. Like if they said something and they thought it was a joke and you didn't talk to them about it, like you can't be scared to talk to them because you think you're going to lose your friend. Like everyone should have respect for their friends, you know. So like if you didn't like something that they said about you, or if you didn't like a joke that they made because you didn't think it was funny, talk to them about it. Next thing you gotta see a lot is drama. So that kind of goes hand in hand with friends. Me personally, I don't really deal with drama. Like I don't see the point. I feel like drama, like it's just, I'm not going to say to avoid it at all costs, because sometimes it's hard to avoid, because sometimes it's not even a situation about you and you're just brought into it. But it's really, it boils down to you. Like you can't let every single little situation get a rise out of you. Like you can't give everybody a reaction, because it's not worth it. Like later down the road, it's not even going to matter. You're probably not even going to remember why you didn't like that girl, why she didn't like you. So why does it matter? You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like it's stupid. And people are like, oh, what if somebody's talking about me? I mean, people are always going to talk about you, whether you're doing good, whether you're doing bad. It doesn't matter. They're going to talk about you regardless. So who cares? You shouldn't let somebody else's opinion about you affect you so much. Like you should know yourself. So they don't know you. If they don't know you, it shouldn't bother you. That's how I see it. Oh, I'm dripping in my shirt. That's how I see it. Alright. And being in drama is not going to help you. It's just a waste of time to me. So, I don't waste my time. Period. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes it can be entertaining. But, I mean, like, at a certain point, like, it doesn't entertain you anymore. Like, it's just stupid. And I guess I'm at that point. I feel like we all get to that point where it's like, what's the point of being in drama or being worried about it, or like letting it get you upset? Like there's no point. School drama, pretty much, if there's a situation or like a rumor, it'll last a good month or two, and then it's gonna eventually die down. And then 9 times out of 10, when people be having issues with each other or whatever, they end up being friends again down the road anyway. So like, what was the point of that if we're gonna be friends again anyway? Like, why are we even having issues? You get what I'm saying? So just don't let it bother you. Like it's not that serious. It's really not that deep. People be getting mad about the most childish stuff you can think of. Like, and especially, please don't be getting into no drama over a boy. Please don't. Like it makes you look so stupid. Like over a boy, really? You're not getting married to this boy. None of that. So why are you even like, I don't get it. Being in drama over a boy is like the dumbest thing you can do. Once like down the road, I keep saying down the road because I'm like so serious, you're just gonna be like, why am I even going back and forth with somebody over a boy? That's just stupid. Also, fighting is not cute whatsoever. Like it's just not cute. And people always love to say, oh, she's not gonna fight because she's scary. Like, girl, first off, you need a valid reason, because sometimes girls, they just don't like you. So you don't need to fight somebody every single time. They be like, oh, I want to fight her just to like prove a point. Like, what's the point of proving a point to somebody? Nobody cares. These hairstyles, these nails, all that stuff is not cheap. So you better have a good reason. I'm not promoting violence, but I'm saying like, I wouldn't fight somebody over a situation, like especially if someone's talking about me. And like 9 times out of 10, when someone's talking about you or whatever, it's always someone else who's coming to tell you. They're saying, oh, so-and-so said this about you, but it's never so-and-so who's telling you. It's their friend. So like, if we really had an issue, you would have came to me and told me that you had a problem with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be trying to stir stuff up too. You gotta realize that. Like, and they'll be like, oh, I didn't even say that about you, so why are you coming at me like that? And then there's just a whole nother problem. Like, people say stuff and then the other person believes it, and then boom, next thing you know, there's an issue. So you can't always believe what people say either, because they be lying. Because like I said, people like drama for entertainment, so they're gonna say whatever. Especially like if they think y'all are gonna fight, they're gonna say whatever because they want to see the fight, you know. That's just how people are. You can't believe everything you hear, and you can't let everything you hear bother you either. Like I said, people are going to talk about you. It is what it is. People are just going to talk about you, so you can't let it bother you. Like, of course, no one wants to be talked about, but I mean, if you're talked about, oh well, I guess you're doing something right there. That's how I feel about drama, personally. It's whatever. Mean Girls, since we're on that same friends, toxic friends, mean girls, all that, since we're on that, let's go ahead and jump into that. Also, y'all, they forgot to give me my butter, so I'm just eating this, like, but it's cool. It's still good though. Alright. I'm gonna save that corn for last because I don't want to have the corn in my teeth. I pretty much cleared this up already, but let's start with this. A lot of my subscribers are like in middle school or whatnot, so this is like middle school drama stuff that's like common for me, I guess, because I've already like seen it happen or been through it or whatever. A lot of the time there's always like a group of girls that are known to be friends, right? And then they have an issue with another group of girls, or they have an issue with one of the girls in a different group. So there's group A, and then there's group B, and then there's someone in group B, and just, you know how girls are, like, oh, you're gonna talk about my friend, you need to talk to me too, because that's my friend, so I'm gonna defend my friend. And I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Like, of course you should defend your friend, but don't even worry about that stuff. Like, girls are gonna be mean. Girls are really, what's the word I'm looking for, they're really petty. They get jealous, and it's just, I don't like that. Like, that's why I keep my same couple friends, because I don't like that stuff, you know. And I don't like when people, like, you can be jealous or whatever. Like, I mean, if you're jealous, hey, but you don't have to bring somebody down because you're jealous. That just makes you look even worse. Like, if somebody's not even bothered, like, by you or by anything you're saying, and you're still harassing them, like, you look stupid. Like, they don't even care, and you're still talking about them. Like, what are you getting out of it? I don't get it. Just ignore them. That's the best thing you can do. Don't let it get to you. You just look like the bigger person. Right now, it may sound like you're being soft or like you're being the weak one, but you're really not. Like, at the end of the day, they look crazy because they're still talking about you, and you clearly don't care, and you're just cool and you're unbothered. That's just the best way to be, honestly. Don't let stuff like that affect you, okay? Keep it pushing. I think I'm gonna do boys and relationships last. Alright, I'm gonna do something different. We're gonna do self-love, insecurities, confidence, and all of that. So I did an actual self-love video. It's really old. I should do an updated one. My favorite thing to say is that self-love is key. It's very, very important. And, you know, sometimes it's hard for people to have confidence, maybe because of stuff people have said to them, or maybe it's just like they just don't like themselves or like certain things about themselves, and that's okay. Everyone has insecurities. Having insecurities is perfectly fine. You shouldn't feel like you have to be perfect for anybody. Everybody is beautiful in their own way, and I'm not saying that to be cliche or cheesy. Everyone has stuff that they want to fix or change about themselves, but you shouldn't feel like I have to change this part of myself to be happy, or if I look like her I would be happy, because 9 times out of 10 that's not the way it works. Like, changing your appearance or something, like, it's not the only thing that matters. Don't feel like because you have insecurities it's a bad thing. Everyone has them. Just don't let those insecurities like take over. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to have them, but don't let them overrule you. Some people may feel like they're too big, or some people may feel like they're too skinny, but you just got to learn to be comfortable in your own skin, and that might take a while. So, like, some things that you can do to help yourself is really just to get to know yourself. The best thing I can recommend is self-care. That, like, helps so much. I don't know about y'all, but, like, when I get my hair done, when I get my nails done, it's just like that boost of confidence that you get. So doing stuff like that, you don't even have to go to like a hair salon or whatever. Just like doing stuff, like, I don't know, it kind of like distracts you, takes your mind off of the bad. Like, you can't let your insecurities overrule you. You gotta take the power from your insecurities, and you just gotta learn to love yourself. So self-care is bomb. Also, you can journal if you want to. That's like a extra leap. I actually want to start doing that. But you can just like write down how you feel, and then like you can look back one day and see like, dang, I've like came a long way. To give you like, you can see your progress. So I always see stuff like, how did you glow up? Because I want to be confident. You know, you don't have to glow up to be confident. You can be confident right now, glow up, and be even more confident. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you shouldn't be waiting on a difference in your appearance to be confident. Also, something else that can help your confidence is finding something that you like finding a new hobby. But like I said, if you don't like something about yourself and you're constantly like getting wrapped up in your thoughts and overthinking, distracting yourself by doing something else can really help. So I don't know, maybe like if you like to draw, or if working out helps you take your mind off of things because you're distracted, that's just something that you can do. So yeah, just understand that self-love is not something that you can just get in one day necessarily. It's something you have to work for. So the more you practice it, the more likely it is to like come. I guess that's, y'all get what I'm trying to say. Confidence is the overall outcome that you're looking for. So, you know, practicing self-care. I don't know, you can also talk to people, like people that you're comfortable with talking with, but sometimes like personal stuff you like to keep to yourself. But just make sure you're not bottling everything up, and that you are talking to people, and just overall just trying to help yourself out. Don't feel like you're helpless, because like there's always people who are out there who are genuinely wanting to help. Like me, for example, I do try to reply to everyone. It is a lot, and like the more subscribers and followers I get, I'm definitely grateful for them, but it gets a lot harder to reply to everyone. But I do try to give you guys advice when I can. Yeah, just don't be afraid to you know, reach out to people. Okay, stress, woo, everyone gets stressed out, just know that first. I feel like, what would I say? Organization is your best friend when it comes to stress, like, and positivity. Those two, dynamic duo. If you're stressed out, writing stuff down helps a lot. If you don't write it, you can always like go to your notes on your phone and just write down everything you have to do. And the reason why I say that helps, at least it helps for me, like making to-do lists, because once you get a task done, you can click it, you can check it off. Once you have everything checked off, it's just like a huge relief. So I like making to-do lists. It also helps me not think about 50 different tasks that I have to get done at one time, so it's not making me overwhelmed, because I do get overwhelmed quickly. So I always make to-do lists. Yeah, especially like because I have to do YouTube in school again. But online school is a little bit easier. It's just more tedious, and I don't like that about it, because like you have to, I'm not even gonna get into that, but I don't like online school at all. But trying to do that and be active on YouTube, like my other social medias, is kind of hard. Every YouTuber says that, but it is true, because it is hard to balance both and try to be good at both. So I do get stressed out about YouTube, I do get stressed out about school, but I find that if I organize stuff and make lists and things like that, it does help me. So if you're organizing and you're staying positive and not thinking about all the bad that can happen and thinking about the good instead, that can help you a lot. Alright, so that was stress. I guess that can go hand in hand with motivation. Not that, no, I said that completely wrong. The part that I was saying like about being positive and making to-do lists can also go with motivation. So a good way to motivate yourself is breaking stuff up. So if you know you have to get like 15 things done in a week, if you're like giving yourself like 4 or 5 things to do, you're less likely to get stressed out, and you're more likely to be motivated to do those things. I get a lot of questions about what motivates me the most. I'm just like a very self-driven person, so like I like to get things done. I'm not saying that I'm like 100% focused all the time. Of course, like I go on my phone, I don't do certain things, I push stuff to the side, I procrastinate like a normal person, but I do try to get stuff done. And if you say, oh, I want to get X, Y, and Z done before Sunday, that also helps. So you have like a deadline until you have to get those things done. So having like a fake deadline can motivate you. Another thing is that I made goals for this year, and like what I said was like I don't want to put the same goals that I wrote down this year on my goal list for next year. Like I want to get everything done, and I don't want to keep putting the same goals on to the next year and the next year and actually get it done. So yeah, also if you have like a good friend that helps motivate you, I have good friends and I have a great support system, so that also helps me to be motivated to get things done. Yeah, and then also if you like think about your future as a factor, like if I do this now, it'll help me later. That's also a great way to think to help you be motivated. How do you stay so positive? I just say, why would I want to be negative? Like, just be positive. It helps so much more when you're positive. Like, it does. But how do I stay so positive? I don't know. That's just like me. I don't know. It's just ooh, yeah, this is kind of spicy. It's like part of my personality, I guess. I just don't see the point in seeing the negative side of stuff. Like, that never helps. So if you're being positive, that helps you out overall. Bringing other people down, looking at the bad side, none of that's going to benefit you. So being positive helps you out. And yeah, I just like to be optimistic about stuff. Now, me personally, I take school very, very seriously. I know some people don't like school. I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite thing in the world. But I do strive to get good grades. My goal right now is to have a 4.0. I have a 3.5 right now. So next year I'm taking APs and honors. Wait, how many? I think I'm taking 3 APs next year and 2 honors classes. Yeah, next year my workload is going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot more to handle than it was this year. This year was a little hard in the beginning, just because like every year the workload is going to get harder and harder. So that's just something you have to know, especially if I want to do APs and honors classes so I can look good for college. I gotta make sure that my grades are on point, and doing that can definitely boost your GPA, but it can also drag your GPA down. So you really have to be focused, and you have to be determined, you have to be motivated to get your stuff done, getting your stuff turned in on time. And that does mean staying up late sometimes, not getting enough sleep. That's what I do. It's not good, but I do what I have to do for my grades. That's just me personally. Getting ahead of stuff, like if you know your project is due in 2 weeks, go ahead and get it started once you get it, because you never know, something might come up, you might have to go somewhere and you don't have time to work on your project. So getting ahead of it also helps, and it helps you be less stressed out because you're not doing your project the night before it's due. Also, make sure you're studying and not just like looking over your notes for like 5 minutes and calling that studying. Like, make sure you're thoroughly studying. That's something I needed to do. My schedule is always messed up every single year. So last year I had all my electives on one day, all my core classes on another day. I have 3 electives this year and 1 core class on A day, and then on B days I have 3 core classes and 1 elective. So that's hard, just because since I have 3 core classes on one day, I'll have to study for like 3 tests, and that sucks. But yeah, so the only reason I'm bringing that up is because like I would study thoroughly for like 2 subjects, but then I'll be too tired to study for my last subject, which is biology. So that's like part of the reason why I wasn't doing too hot in the beginning. That sucks, but sometimes stuff like that just happens and you gotta roll with the punches. Just make sure you're thoroughly studying. For me, Quizlet works the best for me. I can't just like look at my notes over and over again and learn it like that. Like, that works for me a little bit, but for like notes like biology, they're really jam-packed and there's a lot of information to take in at once. So making flashcards on Quizlet helps me the most personally. I see privacy, which I usually don't get. Me personally, I'm a pretty private person. I don't like to put all my information out there on social media. That's just not the type of person I am. I like to keep like that, I don't know, I like to keep it separate. Like, I like to keep my life, what I got going on, and social media separate. I do like, you know, dibble dabble. I give y'all a little bit of like inside, but I don't tell y'all everything. Just because I do that doesn't mean I'm saying like other people who don't do it is wrong, or I'm saying like that's what you need to do. That's just me personally, so I can't really say anything about that. It's pretty much your preference. How to be a better you, that's what I'm trying to do right now, because we're in quarantine, so there's nothing to do except better yourself. So working out, you can do yoga. Yeah, so I've been trying to work out. I have been working out actually, and I saw a question on there asking when my workout video is coming, and it'll be coming when my HYGIENE clothes get here. So whenever they decide to deliver my clothes, I'll do it. My equipment came, I'm just waiting on my clothes. But anyway, back to the topic, bettering yourself. I've been working out. I've also been listening to positive affirmations in the morning. I'll link the one I listen to down below. It's really good, motivating, and all that stuff. So I've been lighting candles. That's like one thing you can do. You can also journal. Maybe you can put screen time on your phone so you're not on your phone as much. You can start reading. There's like so many different options. I think I'm gonna do 2 more topics. So I'm gonna do boys last, like I said, but we're gonna move into hygiene. I'm gonna actually break this up into 2 parts. So I'm gonna do like regular hygiene, and then I'm gonna do periods, because I've been getting questions about that too. So we're gonna dive into that. But first, regular hygiene. So I guess I'll just tell y'all my routine. So I have a skincare routine up. I'll put that in the eye if y'all want to check it out. It hasn't really changed much. So yeah, when I wake up, I do my skincare routine and I brush my teeth. So starting from, we're gonna go head to toe. Skincare is first. I don't wash my hair unless I'm like in between styles. So whenever I get my hair done, that's when I get my hair washed. And other than that, it's either in a sew-in or underneath a wig. So yeah, my hair is always in little tiny itty bitty cornrows. So we're gonna start with skincare. So like I said, I have a skincare routine. Side note, I really want to try the Moon Cosmetics Rose Galore and all that stuff, like the whole kit. I want to try that. It comes out May 1st, so I really want to try to get my hands on that and try it out. I've seen both good and bad reviews about it, but I want to, you know, test it out. Also, back to doing better for yourself, I also started taking more vitamins lately, so yeah, that's good. But anyway, back to hygiene. So yeah, skincare is first, then I brush my teeth. So I brush my teeth, I floss, and I also use mouthwash. It's because you gotta make sure your mouth is all minty fresh. Okay, this right here, I always have this on me. If you know me, you know I always have the gum, but this is the extra spearmint gum. I either have this one or the cool, I think it's cool mint, something like that. I either have one of those. So that's for, you know, skincare and oral care. Then as for the shower, that's the next thing. I go ahead and throw on my shower cap and I get in the shower and I wash downstairs first. Now I also got some questions about shaving downstairs and how to wash downstairs. Personally, for me, I use the Dove sensitive bar because it's non-scented. You don't want to use anything scented down there. Down there is not supposed to smell like rainbows, flowers, petals, whatever. No, if anyone told you that, they're lying. That's not how it's supposed to be. It just needs to be fragrance free. Everyone has a natural odor, that's fine, but you want to make sure that you're thoroughly cleaning. So having 2 separate washcloths for down there in your body, it's definitely the way to go. You don't want to go inside, you just want to go around. Also know that your downstairs area is a self-cleaning organ, so you don't need to wash inside, just wash around and make sure that you're, you know, getting clean. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that you're washing the front first and then the back. Also, when you're wiping, you want to wipe from front to back, don't wipe from back to front. Just don't do that. Yeah, you don't want to use Summer's Eve or anything like that. That'll throw off your pH. Also, if your pH is thrown off, you can take an apple cider vinegar bath, or if you just want to like feel cleaner, you can just take an apple cider vinegar bath. It doesn't always have to be that your pH is thrown off. So you can get in a bath, put some apple cider vinegar in there and soak, and that will restore your pH naturally. When you have more hair down there, you're more prone to have more odor, and that's proven. Like, you can look that up. So you can shave down there. I know like certain people, or maybe your parents don't want you to, or maybe you're too young, but for those of you who can, and those of you who are comfortable with it, you can take coconut oil or shaving cream and just, you know, put it on there. And then I actually have a razor in here somewhere. Take your little razor. Also, 5-blade razors are better. You don't want to use those 2-blade, 1-blade razors. You don't want to use a dull razor, and you want to make sure that you're switching your razors out, especially downstairs, because you don't want to get an infection or anything. So yeah, you want to go side to side. Don't go like that. And also make sure that you're shaving the way your hair grows, so that you're not getting ingrowns and razor bumps. And bam, there you go. Also, it's not always that you're not washing correctly. It can also be what you're eating, so make sure you're taking that into account, and also that make sure that you are drinking enough water. So after that's dealt with, then I go into my body care. So I use one of those exfoliating rags. I used to use exfoliating gloves, but I just personally like the rags better. I picked mine up from Walmart, so I use a different Dove soap. You can use the sensitive bar on your body as well, but I just like to use a sensitive Dove soap. So I use the Dove soap, I lather that, and then I go all over a good 3 to 4 times. Wash, rinse, and so on until I feel squeaky clean. And then the last step is to use a body wash. You don't have to do that, as extra. I just personally like to do it as like the icing on top of the cake, and it makes you smell bomb. So I use any like Bath and Body Works or one from like Target or something, and I just use that with a loofah. If it's Sunday or Thursday, I exfoliate, so I like to use the Soap and Glory exfoliators or the Tree Hunt ones. Both smell super good and really get in there and get all the dead skin and debris. So yeah, as for shaving like my legs, armpits, stomach, whatever, that's all the same. I just use the, what is it, I have a picture of what I use, but I use that shower cream, or not shower cream, I use that shaving cream, and then a razor once again, and you know, shave on your knees, shave your legs, all that stuff. And yeah, once I get out of the shower, I use a body cream or a lotion. It also just gives you more moisture if you mix your lotion with your Vaseline, so I do that and put it on areas that get kind of dry, like your knees or like your elbows. So I use the Vaseline and the lotion mixture, and then I go in with the matching perfume, or no, not perfume, body mist, and then I get dressed, deodorant, and then perfume. So perfume and body mist are completely different. Perfume is way stronger and it lasts longer, and then body mist is like from Bath and Body Works or Victoria's Secret. As for periods, just make sure whatever method you use, if you use tampons, if you use menstrual cups, pads, whatever, make sure that you're changing them frequently. I don't know how menstrual cups work, but I know that if you're using pads or tampons, just make sure that you're switching them, because you don't want to get an infection. And I make sure that I shower regularly when I'm on it, because you don't want to get an infection. Okay, make sure that you're showering. You're really, like, when you're on your period, make sure that you're really getting in there more. I use heating pads, and I also take painkillers, because I get really bad cramps, like super bad. Like, y'all don't want to know the details of how bad, but yeah. And then the last topic is boys. Y'all all want to know about boys, relationship, talking stage, all that stuff. Y'all want to know it all, so here we go. I always get questions about like, what age should you be to start dating? That's not really for me to say. Like, I guess that's like something you have to talk to with your parents, or like whenever you're comfortable, if they don't care. I can't really tell you like when you should start dating. This is like a really hard topic to talk about, because there's so much that like it really all just depends on you. Okay, so once you have like someone that you're feeling, they're feeling you, you're feeling them, whatever, I guess like y'all start the talking stage or whatever. This is like when you get to know someone, and like when y'all are like trying to get things started up. For me personally, I don't think there should be like a certain time, or like there should be like a limit of this is a talking stage and it has to be this amount of time. Like, I feel like it should be whenever y'all feel like it's enough time, that should be good for y'all. Every relationship is different, so you can't really put like the same like I don't know, like the same restraints on every relationship. I guess like everything flows differently for different people. Some people move at a slower pace, some people move quicker, and it's fine and it works out for them. It really just depends on who you are and how stuff works for y'all. So keep that in mind. Also, if you're gonna be in a relationship with someone, you have to be open-minded, because it's not only just your opinion that matters anymore, it's two people now. So y'all have to come to a happy medium. Relationships are not I'm not gonna say they're not what they seem. That makes it sound like bad, but they're not like gonna be perfect all the time. So you have to realize that. All people go through issues in relationships. It's normal. I mean, all people go through stuff in friendships too. Family members, everyone has conflict here and there, so don't expect it to be perfect just because you see your favorite YouTube couple or favorite Instagram couple. They seem like they're perfect all the time. Just keep in mind, everyone has issues. It's just how you work it out. You don't want to stay with someone if they're like hurting your feelings, if they are constantly cheating on you. That should be red flags from the jump. And I know some girls are like, oh no, he didn't mean it, he apologized, and then he goes and does it again. Like, you don't want to be that girl. You should have enough respect for yourself to not allow someone to do stuff like that to you. You don't want to have unrealistic expectations for people. Nobody is perfect. You have to realize that everyone has flaws and they're not going to be completely perfect. It's really how you work stuff out that makes a relationship stronger, I guess you could say. So if y'all are constantly having issues, y'all argue every single day, that shouldn't really, like I said, everyone's gonna have conflict and issues here and there, but if you're not happy in the relationship, that's not something you want to keep putting yourself through, then maybe it's not for you. And you have to realize that it's a mutual thing. It's not always about that one person. So if you know, if I break up with them, this is gonna like hurt them or whatever, I mean, that's true, but you have to also think about yourself. You got to do what's best for you too sometimes, so just know that. You don't want to be with someone who's trying to push you to do certain stuff. Y'all should both be ready to do certain things. The person that you're with should have respect for you, and if you're not ready to do certain stuff, they should be fine with that. Like, they shouldn't be trying to make you go at a faster pace than what you want to go at. But that's it for the most part. Just make sure that they're respecting you, that they're treating you how you need to be treated, that you're also treating them how they need to be treated. I know everybody wants to be a city girl, but you have to have respect for your partner just like that, just like you want them to have respect for you. So that's like roughly my relationship boys segment. That's all for today's video. This was super long. I don't know how long it's going to be when I edit it, but I do hope y'all enjoyed. If y'all want more mukbangs, let me know. I'm not the best at them, but I hope this was somewhat entertaining for you guys. And I know y'all wanted a girl talk for the longest, so here we are. Thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, and make sure you guys subscribe to my Man in Vlog channel. I have some super fun videos coming soon, so make sure y'all follow me on my YouTube spam if you guys want to know like updates and details and stuff like that. So yeah, follow me on my other social medias as well. But I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.